welcome. If you're new to this channel, let me introduce myself. My name is Logan. This is Timeless Personal Growth and Development. Storytime Show episode 66, and today we're talking about how to break the victim mentality. So I'll give you guys a little definition of the victim mentality if you're not familiar with it. The victim mentality is an acquired personality trait in which a person tends to recognize or consider themselves as a victim of the negative actions of others and to behave as if these were the case in the face of contrary evidence of such circumstances. The victim mentality rests on three key beliefs. Bad things happen and will keep happening. Other people or circumstances are to blame. Any effort to create change will fail, so there's no point in trying. The idea of the victim mentality is thrown around a lot in pop culture and casual conversation to refer to people who seem to wallow in negativity and force it upon others. It's not a formal medical term. In fact, most health professionals avoid it due to stigma surrounding it. People who feel trapped in a state of victimization often do express a lot of negativity, but it's important to realize significant pain and distress often fuel this mindset. So I'm sure some of you have experienced it yourselves and experienced family or friends who experience the victim mentality. If you have a family member or a friend who has the victim mentality, or going through problems and issues, tread lightly. That's all I'm going to say. I've been through it, and be very, very careful when you get involved in helping a family member or a friend who is suffering from the victim mentality, and learn to recognize it. Learn to be able to identify it. And one of the key things to identify someone who suffers from the victim mentality is the biggest thing, not taking ownership or responsibility for their own problems and putting their own problems onto others and expecting others to bend over backwards to solve those problems. Be careful. Because at the end of the day, it's not your job and it's not your responsibility to help them. And it's hard when we have loved ones and friends and family because we want to do everything we can to help them. But if they're not willing to do the work and make the effort for themselves and make the changes up here for themselves, your efforts aren't going to do anything. Your work to help them will not be appreciated, and it won't make a dent in their life. Because the only person that can really change and improve their life is them. And it starts here. It starts with their mindset. Starts on their belief system. People that are dedicated and committed to the victim mindset and dedicated to misery will wallow in misery. They want to wallow in misery. And you're not going to talk them out of it. Because they're committed to it. Because that's where their brain, that's where their mind frame is. And you have other things going on in your life besides saving people and worrying about everybody's problems. You're not Superman, not superheroes. You have your own work to do. You got your own life to build. You got yourself you got to improve on. Maybe you have a spouse. Maybe you have older parents you got to take care of. You have children you've got to take care of. Worry about that. Worry about people in your inner circle. Because if you got a friend or family member who's not doing the work on themselves, sorry to say, they have to make the effort. You don't make an effort for them until they do it first, until making an effort to change whatever the problem is. Whether it's attachment issues, drug issues, alcohol, there's no helping them until they make the effort first. And that's what you got to communicate with them effectively and be able to tell them. You got to talk to them first. Bad things happen and will keep happening. Again, Not necessarily bad things will happen and keep happening. It's just interpretation, and it's the mindset they have towards their external life. So if you see and interpret everything as a bad situation, and it is going to keep happening, even though it's not. But it's all a matter of interpretation. So if your mindset is dedicated to misery and the victim mentality, when great things happen to you, when wonderful things happen to you, what's your self-talk? What's your inner voice going to tell you? It's not going to last. No. Bad things will happen eventually. And then when bad things do happen, you see, bad things always happen. Validation for your mindset. So when you have that mindset, you're not going to appreciate great things when great things come upon you. And when the bad things happen to you, you're just going to use that as validation for your mindset. See, it always happens. The change doesn't come here. It starts here. The change is here. Other people and circumstances are to blame. Like I said before, take ownership of your own life. Take responsibility for your own life, and it's nobody else's problems. Stop putting problems onto other people. It's not their job. Are friends and family willing to help you? Yes. But of course they are. They're going to help. But you got to help yourself first. You got to be the driver. You're going to be the one driving the car to self-improvement. And your friends and family can sit with you in the passenger seat. But you got to be one driving that car and putting your foot on the gas and to move forward and to steer that car effectively. And people can sit in the passenger seat and join you, but you got to be steering the ship. Any effort to create change will fail, so there's no point in trying. Again, failure and negativity is inevitable. It always happens. Based on interpretation and based on your mindset. You're committed to misery. Misery is going to follow you everywhere. Not that it actually is. It's how you're interpreting it. How you're interpreting bad things. I'll give you an example. When people start dating someone new for the first time, oh, a new person entered my life. Great. I'm going to start a relationship with them. And then you get emotionally connected with them. And you're approaching this relationship with the victim mentality. So what's going to be your mindset? Well, this person's going to leave me and break up with me eventually because they always do. You're right, they will. Because your mental framework and your mindset is they're going to leave me. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's already a mental framework in your head. So you're going to act and behave in ways that's going to validate that mindset. That's going to push them away. When that person continues to show you that they are there for you, they are dedicated to you, they are a great friend, they are a great spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, they are great, and they're willing to help you through your problems, you suffer through that victim mentality, you're not going to appreciate their efforts. You're going to appreciate what they bring to the table. Because it doesn't validate your mindset. It doesn't validate the mental framework in your head. The victim mentality. So what do? You act in ways to push them away, to piss them off, to get fed up with you. So eventually, at a certain point, they go, yeah, I'm done with them. Aha! You see? I told you. They'd leave me. Aha! Validation for your framework. See how that works? Self-fulfilling prophecy. It makes you uncomfortable when their behavior doesn't match your mindset and what you think towards relationships. Well, it doesn't add up. That doesn't make sense. He's great to me. The person is great to me, and I don't deserve this. Push them away. See, it always happens. When any kind of change when it comes to relationships, self-improvement, you can start working out, getting your body and physique ready, start reading books to help your mindset, change the way you think, build up a healthier less toxic relationship with your friends, with your family, with your children, yada yada, all that. You can do all the necessary steps, but the first step in making a change is changing this up here. Because if you don't change this, all the external efforts that you make are meaningless. Because the foundation is here. You change the foundation, and then you build your world around that new foundation. But the foundation starts here. It's your mental framework, and it's your mindset. You change this, you'll be able to create a whole new world. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you can like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and now TikTok. Logan Ryder, Timeless Personal Growth and Development. And I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day.